What's going on, and welcome to another edition of Oil and Gears. Today we're going to change the head unit on the first gen scionxb. So I spent a little extra money and got a unit that is an Android 10. It's 10.1 inch, so let's get to it. So I decided to get a Vanku 10.1 inch double DIN unit, Android 10. Comes with a GPS antenna, all the wiring, brackets. I might use the brackets that I already have in the Scion and just switch them out. So here's the front of the head unit right here. It's pretty big. I like it. I think it's gonna look good. And here's my double DIN. As you can see here, you have a SD card slot right there. So we have GPS, we have Wi-Fi antenna, we have a fuse here, which is 15, USB, then you have your RCA out 1, front, rear, sub, and you have your video here. And then this is actually goes to the mic and your antenna here. So this is the front of the system, and this hooks into here just like that, and then slides in the front. So we'll do that once we install it into the car. All right. GPS antenna. Wi-Fi antenna. This is the harness. You have your USB, and you have another USB as well, double USB, so you can add like a terabyte of music into your car. You can add other stuff in here as well. Brackets. So here's the harness. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we'll figure it out. But what I'm doing is, this is not going to fit on anything in the Scion. I'm taking the pins out of here and then I'll rewire it onto the harness that I bought. So what I'm using is this, which I got at Harbor Freight. There's a little pin right here that you push down on and this will pop out. So we have a pin here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up on that pin that's right here, and it might take a little bit of wiggling. Just like that. So now I'll grab the harness that I bought, which is these right here, and I'll rewire them to here. So this is the stereo harness. As you can see, I won't need these wires. So these wires are the wheel controls, which I don't have. I'm not using the parking brake for the reverse camera just yet. And this is the wheel ground, don't need that. Everything else like this is what I will need. So these are all accessories, ground, speaker wires, amp power, all that fun stuff. So I will hook these up to here. I won't show that here since you basically know how to do that just by either soldering or using these little solder connectors like that. Alright, so I know that there's other videos on how to take out the head unit of your scionxb, but let's just go over it real quick since we're here. You're going to take off these 3 knobs. Then you have 2 screws right here. Now you're gently going to just grab the center and pull out. And you're going to have the connectors for your air conditioner that you're going to take out here on the back. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Put those off to the side. So I installed a Pioneer head unit from a different Scion, and so we're going to take this out, and I'm going to try to use the brackets I already have on here to put on the new head unit that I bought. So there's 4 screws. There's one here, 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 and here. So once you've taken the screws out, now you'll be able to just pull the head unit off, and you'll disconnect everything in the back. There you go. Alright, so I have my RCAs that hook up to my amp. You have your antenna. And so now we have the aftermarket wiring harness. We're not going to use these anymore. We're going to connect the wiring harness to here. So now that I have the factory wiring harness, I de-pinned this here. And all I did was use electrical tape. I'm not going to keep it this way. I'm actually going to solder everything once I make sure that the head unit is working properly. So all the speaker wires here, blue to blue, yellow to yellow, orange to orange, white to white, gray to gray, black to black, and then you have the red power wire here. And so this hooks up to the head unit. Everything else is for the steering wheel and the reverse camera, which I don't have at the moment, but I may do that in the future. And so now we'll just hook this up and put it into the Scion. Right now we're just gonna mock up the head unit. You might need one of these. I got this at Harbor Freight. It's a little magnet because you'll have screws fall into places that you can't reach. So I just had one happen. Well, there you have it. I'll do a more in-depth review of the head unit itself at a later date, but I wanted to install it and make sure everything worked. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace!